Hey there, Jeremy with Bombite Inc. Today I want to show you this password manager I've been using for years. It doesn't require a subscription. It's free. It's open source. Um, it's called PW Password Safe. It's over at pwsafe.org. Bruce was kind enough to open source this back in 2002. I've used this for personal use. I've used it in commercial use, business use. I prefer it. It's not on the internet, so to me, it's more secure. Um, like I said, it'll work over network drives. It works with Windows. It works with Linux. It works with the App Store. You can back it up to your iCloud account. You can back it up to your OneDrive, or if you use the Aux Drive services that I resell, you can back it up there as well. But then we kind of get into that thing of now it's on the cloud again, right? So one of the features of this is security, obviously, right? And so I'm going to open up Password Safe, and I don't think you guys can see the icon here. It's going to disappear for a second. Basically, I'm going to open it. It's going to ask me to create a new. I get it. You can't see this right now. You'll see it here in just a second because they have a safety feature here. So I'm going to create a new real quick. I'm going to call it Demo 4. You're just going to have to use your imagination. Over at their website, the Getting Started, they have this same stuff. It's really old and pretty cringy, but it'll get you there. So I just created this new demo one, and I'm going to put in a master password. And so it's going to ask for this master password. And I get it. I know you're not seeing anything right now. I'll get it turned on in just a sec. So it's going to ask for this master password. And this is going to be the password that if we use it in a network environment, we're going to share with other users and things like that, right? And so the first thing we're going to do when we get in here is we're going to go to this options piece. And again, you can't see it, but I'm turning it on real quick here. And we're going to say, we're going to uncheck this exclude from screen capture. So let's see. Okay, so now it'll appear, but you can follow their quick start guide to get to this point. So let's go to options. And so what I did is I went down here to security and I said exclude from screen capture, right? So this allows me to record it and I can show it to you. Now we're going to say on workstation lock, it can lock. That's a setting you can change. It locks by default after 50 minutes. I prefer like never. So I'm going to go 1440. We'll see if it'll take that as a setting, right? I think that's like a day. The other thing you're going to want to do is come down to system, right? 600 minutes, right? Okay, so 600 minutes, as long as possible, 10 hours. Get me through the whole workday. So then we're going to come down here to system. You're going to want to uncheck this put in icon tray, or every time you reopen it, it's going to fill your icon tray with these little icons here. Very annoying. So go ahead and turn that off. Let's see. There was one other thing that I thought was pretty interesting. Oh, well, so let's jump back and we'll kind of bounce back and forth. So let's create. So to get started, right? To get started, let's back up. To get started, we're going to add a group. And we're going to name the group business. And then maybe we'll add another group and we'll call it personal. And then under business, we're going to create a new entry. And we're just going to say add entry. And then we're going to give it a title. And we'll say website login. And we're going to say the username is user1. And the password is this, right? And so the passwords will have to match. We can show the password if we want. Or we can just allow it to generate us a password. So we'll just do that. In here, you can put in the URL of where you're going to go with that. Sometimes it'll try to enter the login and password. Works occasionally. It's old, probably hasn't been maintained. Probably also has to do with if the web administrator decorated the login form correctly. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and hit OK to this, and it's going to tell us that we want to use the username. And so then it's going to create a new. So back to the settings thing real quick. We'll come back into options. I like to turn this one on too, which is display, and I like to tell it to show the password in the tree view, right? And now I get this kind of look and feel, so it shows the username and password. The other cool thing is, so this is the username, this is the password. If I just double click, it drops the password into my copy paste buffer, so I don't have to try to retype it. Again, this is open source. It's free. I've been using it for years. It runs on my computer, and I'm confident that my computer is more secure than the cloud. Just kind of my feeling about that. So if you have any questions, concerns, let me know, but hopefully this helps you out.